That was definitely a lot more fun than I thought it would be. What a big surprise.
I'm so happy people are enjoying it, and it's doing so well.
It was all right, I guess.
What do you mean, just all right? That was fun.
Yes, but once again, I'm defeated in the end. I thought that Jim Carrey was doing such a great job until he fumbled it up at the end.
This movie is really nothing too special. It's the same, like, fish out of water story we've seen in kids' movies over and over. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad. I actually like this movie. But with the original design, it would have gotten slammed because that hideous design would have been so distracting and ugh, what were they thinking?
I really like it, especially after all that craziness with the first design.
Oh, I would rather try to forget that one.
Can I get my brain scrubbed for that one?
I don't know what either of you are talking about. I thought he was adorably hideous. Just like you, Sonic.
Oh my god. Don't say that. Sonic's always adorable.
I enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot, actually. I wouldn't say it was amazing. Like, definitely could use some improvements, but...
I gotta say, I feel a little betrayed. This bears more than a resemblance to a script I turned in, like, 4 years ago. This was about a lovable hedgehog, let's call him Shadow, and he was on a world with his sick owl mom, and his owl mom was all like, Shadow, you need to go away, and she gives him a bag of things, and he uses these things to travel between worlds, and so he travels to the human world, and he hides for a little while, and then he becomes best friends with a cop, and then a 90s star, let's call him Kim Jerry, appears and says, "Hey, Hedgehog, I don't want you here. Paramount, you will be hearing from my lawyer."
Oh no.
The beginning really did pull on my heartstrings because it did remind me somewhat of myself.
Oh. Yeah, I do wish a little bit more of the movie had taken place there so that we could have gotten to know Longclaw a little better.
And you got in a bar fight, which was something. But I liked the toilet paper. That was a nice touch.
Hey, the bar fight was my favorite scene.
My favorite part was when I was Jim Carrey was dancing in the robot van.
What did you think about Jim Carrey?
I liked him. He had some good energy. He's not quite like our Dr. Eggman that we have to put up with all of the time. But I really think that he was excited about the role. He really put a lot of himself into it.
He still had his, Jim Carrey, persona that we're all used to, but he still kept his narcissistic and yet diabolical genius and childish, traits within Dr. Robotnik, which is what I love. The mocha latte line, that makes me laugh.
I gotta give it to my boy Ben Schwartz. He really portrayed me excellent.
Shout out to Zillow and Olive Garden.
Well, I was hoping for Arby's.
Oh, Arby's? That makes sense for you. And how much of your original script had all the how do you do, fellow kids, humor in there?
I don't know what you're talking about. That script was completely contemporary.
Oh boy. Well, you know what?
There is a couple of scenes where the hedgehog flosses.
Yes, I noticed.
This is a hip thing that kids do, and I thought that it would be good if that was in the script.
Was that a thing 4 years ago?
How old is flossing?
I think it was also great to have so much action. I actually did a couple spin dashes. That was awesome.
Yeah, and the slow motion scenes with your super speed were so cool. Is that really how you see things when you move that fast?
Not really. These Hollywood movies aren't always true. I wish my quills could power my house. Wouldn't have an electricity bill anymore.
I'm sure Tails would be really excited about that too.
I am so excited to see where they take this. I can't wait to see what the next movie holds, if they make one. I really, 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 really hope they do.
What did you think of the cop guy? Tom? What did you think of Tom?
He did his job.
Fair enough. A lot of what happens with these kinds of movies is that the human companion character will get a lot of a lot of the screen time.
Yep. Same thing happened with Transformers and Ninja Turtles.
Oof, yes, you're right. So I'm glad that this movie had a way bigger balance of Sonic and Robotnik instead of over-focusing on Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the niece was so cute.
That moment where she gave Sonic his iconic sneakers I thought was very touching.
The floss dance originates from an Instagram famous American schoolboy known as the Backpack Kid. Back in the summer of 2016, that was 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's true. Wow.
But member, do you remember the memes? I remember.
The one part I laughed at the most is Crazy Carl and his Sonic artwork. I cannot believe they referenced that.
I mean, of course, we all know how I feel about seeing myself on the big screen. I looked amazing. It was an amazing reveal. And I can't personally wait until the next movie comes out, because we all know that I'm gonna be a big star in it, and it's gonna be amazing!
So, Amy, do you think you have a chance of appearing in the movie next time?
Oh, I hope so. I'd love to see what would happen, especially since I'd be with you. I hope I'd be as cute as you.
It'd be cool if we saw you and Knuckles.
I haven't seen the movie. Honestly, I've been here doing my job. Although, it was nice seeing my people added to the movie. I've been guarding Master for the entire time.
If you haven't seen it yet, please go out and see it, cause you'll see me, and I look great.
They used the wrong character at the end for the stinger, though. Imagine how cool it would have been if I showed up.
That sounds like a script we need to pitch.
Are you saying I should also write the sequel?
Yes. Go for it.
I'm on it.
Out of 10, what would you give this movie?
8 to 9 out of 10, I think. There is a little bit of writing that's kind of... Well, some of the plot stuff is pretty obvious that it would happen. But I do like the portrayal of the characters. It was great.
Yeah, I think for what Paramount had, they did their best. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. There's a lot of fun action, and the sequel sounds really promising.
2 out of 10 could have used more shadow.
I think I'll just 5 out of 10.
Think you're being a little generous.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I think I'd be around a 7.5 or an 8 for me as well. It was a charming and enjoyable experience.
6 or a 7 out of 10? It wasn't amazing. I mean, it could use some definite improvements, but, it wasn't awful. And I was in it, so of course it's gotta be good, right?
I'm going to give it a 0 out of 10 because I lost again!
Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day, and thanks for asking for my opinion.
Alright, Rouge, it's my first draft of the script here. What do you think?
Shadow, show up, and win. Well, first of all, you misspelled your own name. Shadow with a W, show up and win. With Rouge.
Ooh, I like your use of capital letters.
Oh, shoot, dude, Omega is there.
Oh my gosh. This script just went up a level. And their basketball scene.
What? Okay.
I'm so excited.
This one's pretty good.
Omega
Okay.
do slam dunk.
And he is amazing. Michael Jordan shows up
Oh!
and high fives him.
And Michael B. Jordan
Oh no!
also
yes.
there.
This is going great.